Okay, so before we get started, I moved my desk out into the living room, and my bird's out here. He's out of his cage, because if I had him closed in while I'm out here talking, he's going to freak out. But he's out of his cage, so I can almost guarantee at some point during this recording, there will probably be a bird landing somewhere in this vicinity. He's already eyeing me up. He's ridiculous. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Hooked on Owls podcast. My name is Lacey and I come to you from Michigan in the U.S., where I live with my boyfriend, our 5 kids, our dog, and bird, who keeps interrupting me as I try to record this opening 3 times now. You can find me on Ravelry as Lacey1321. That's Lacey1321, and on Instagram and Facebook as Hooked on Owls, all lowercase, one word. Hello to anyone joining us for the first time today, and welcome back to any returning viewers. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys taking a little time out of your busy lives to spend a little crafty time with me. Your support and your views really are fantastic, and I really appreciate it. I even had a really nice comment saying that somebody, appreciated the time that I put into this, and thank you for that, because it does take a surprising amount of time to record and edit. I think the editing is the worst part, because things like my bird keep laughing. But thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate all of you. So I'm going to try to record this as fast as possible. Hopefully we won't have too many interruptions. My 2 older kids are watching a movie, and my bird's out of his cage, and he's acting a fool. We moved out to the living room. You probably can't really tell. Moved my desk out to the living room, so now the bird is right there. And he's out of his cage, so he'll probably come over here a couple times, but we'll see. He's already attempted it once, and he won't stop talking, because he hears me talking. Anyway, let's burn through this as quick as possible, and hopefully we won't have too many interruptions. Here he comes. And he knocked all my papers down. Please don't sit on the mohair. Want to say hi? Say hello, Hodor. You say hello? You knocked my paper down. I gotta get my paper now. Give me a kiss. No, don't eat the shell. Give me a kiss. You're ridiculous. I gotta get my paper. Okay. So we might have a feathered friend joining us tonight. Work with what you gotta do, right? You need your beak buffed. Anyway. We'll go ahead and jump right in with Spotlight tonight. Spotlight! You guys, I finished my cowl, and I'm so excited. It's the Elemental Triangle Cowl by her name. By Lorene Haythorn Eppolite from the Creation Crochet. And I'll put her name and information here and in the down bar. Please don't bite my fingers. Hey, look. Ooh, foam. Okay. So yeah, I got so excited about this. I posted a couple times on Instagram about it. The lighting out here is kind of crappy. You are going to have to go back to your cage. Stop biting. But I can kind of see. I got one hand free. This is not going to work. You know what? Why don't you come sit on... Come here. Come sit on the chair if you want to be close to Mama. Come here. I'm not going to put you back in your cage. Right there. Get up on the chair. Just don't poop on my arm. Okay. 2 hands. So, I'm trying not to talk too loud. The baby's room is right there, and they only have one door between us right now. Hopefully I won't wake them up. They're not feeling too hot, so we'll see. Okay, anyway. Stop it. Elemental triangle cowl. I did it, and I love it, and I don't regret the decision to mix my yarns at all. It is extremely warm, so I had to pull my hair out to wear it. It's definitely going to be an outside thing, but I mixed the two painted sky yarns. This one is the painted sunset. Nope. Painted dusk. You can see it's got the purples and the greens. Oh, it kind of blows it out. It's got purples, greens, and blues. Looks better back here. And then down here, this one I believe is the wine, rust, and purple colorway. And I just did a couple big blocks of each. It goes back down. And then I did the trim in the wine and the rust and purple colorway. And it blocked out. It was so pretty. Look at that. Oh, it goes out again. Right there. That looks true to color. It's so fluffy. I don't know if you can see the halo on this bad boy or not. Let's see. Maybe? I kind of see it. It's fluffy. Fluffy. I love it. I love it so much. I kind of want to make another one, I won't lie. But in a lighter weight, so it can be kind of like a spring. This one's very thick and very warm and very wintry. But I think I kind of want to make a lighter weight one too, like a different version. Lighter weight, it's so long. I'm going to insert some pictures. It's really hard. I don't have a whole lot of room right here. This thing's close up in my face. But I'll insert some pictures here of what it looks like on. So I did use the 2 balls of the 100% Superwash Merino. This is all I have left of the wine, rust, and purple colorway. I can't remember how much it weighed, but it's not a whole lot. So I've got left of that. And I think I used a K-hook. I used a K-hook. And I held the mohair with a strand of each of the merino colorways as I did them. It worked up really quick, and it's a fairly simple pattern, so if you like this at all, do it, because it's freaking amazing. I love it. I love that I don't have to worry about my shawl falling off. I love that it still has that shawl look, and it's so big and long. It like covers my whole chest area and goes down to like my lower waist. We'll say my lower waist. Please stop. I did also, one of the viewers, one of you guys told me to put it in the Keep Calm and Carry Yarn Ultraviolet podcast cowl. Let me try that again. Keep Calm and Carry Yarns podcast for the Ultraviolet cowl. So I did check them out, and they're awesome. Thank you for recommending them. And I did enter, and I'm very excited that it's actually perfect for it, because it is. I didn't even realize it when I picked it out until somebody said something. Will you please be quiet? So I did enter into that cowl. It's a cowl I wasn't expecting to do, so I'm very excited about it. I'm not sure I'm going to record out here again. This lighting is kind of wonky. Okay. So from that, we're going to move right into finished objects. Obviously, this is number 1, and it's pretty, and I loves it. I loves all the big, drapey, flowy, cowly, shawly goodness. Make one. You won't regret it, I promise. It's fantastic. Okay, next finished object. I actually have a couple to show you. I forgot to grab one. Hold on. Okay. So, finished objects. I've got a couple. I can't show you that one. I got one done, and I can't show you, and I'm very sorry. I can show you in April when it comes out. It is for the Happily Hooked Magazine's Pattern Pro Pack. I did finish all the stuff I needed to do, and I got my submission in today, and it was approved, and it's going into their system or whatever to be put into it. So I can tell you it is with the Happily Hooked magazine, the Happily Hooked Crochet magazine, for their Pattern Pro Pack, which I'm really excited about. But I can't show you per the contract until after it. I can't tell you what I did for that specific one until after it's already been released, I guess we say. Anyway, so that one we'll talk about later. We'll talk about that one later. Next I did, I'm going to show you these. I was talking about having to do a DS cover for Bryce and Abigail, and I finally did them. Leo had one I did for his birthday. It was a Pokeball style. It was a 2DS Pokeball cover by I Crochet Things. Free pattern on Ravelry. So if your kids have a 2DS, make it because it fits perfectly. And my kids use them and they love them. And it's nice because two of the kids have matching ones, so with the covers it's easier for them to tell them apart. But Bryce decided he wanted one. He's like into all sorts of crazy colors, but he wanted his in all the colors, he told me. I want it in all the colors, not just blue, not just pink, not just green. He wants all the colors. So I had a little bit of this yarn left over. I want to say it's neon stripes, maybe. I don't think it's stripes. Neon something. It's a Red Heart Super Saver yarn. Isn't that wild? I had a big old blue button that I had left over, but you just make a little button loop at the bottom. It's hard to do when you're not looking at it. And it flips open, and inside is a 2DS, which is kind of dirty. But him and Abby have the same blue one, so they both wanted a cover. And then it just folds back over and buttons. So I made him that real quick, probably last week. There's his. And then Abigail wanted one. She was telling me these colors, and I'm like, these are not your colors. Why are you telling me she wanted dark blue, like a royally blue, with red and yellow? It took me a minute to figure out where she was coming from. The dark blue, if anyone has a young daughter, is from Descendants. It's Evie. Her colors are dark blue. And then the gold is gold, not yellow. The gold and the red are her necklace, her heart necklace. So here's the back, because her hair and her outfit's blue. So I did a stripe for the outline of the necklace and then the red inside. And then I put a red heart on it and a gold button, and it opens. I have one that's more gold, but for some reason she picked this brighter, more yellow gold. And it just fits. Look how perfectly those things fit right in there. This is an amazing pattern for little crochet 2DS cover. They're fantastic. Helps keep it cleaner and safer. And so there's Abby's, her Evie Descendants 2DS cover. I think I have, what else do I have done? I don't really have a whole lot of finished projects. I still have a lot of whips. I was hoping to have more time for my whips to make them finished projects. It didn't happen. I picked up a babysitting job, like a every now and then kind of thing, for a young boy and another set of twins. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have lost quite a lot of crochet time and knit time. Whatever. Anyway, I have one more finished project, and this is for my new pattern that's going to be coming out. I just finished him to complete pictures and everything for the pattern to get it ready to be tested. And I have sent requests to a couple people to see if they would test it for me. I'm waiting to hear back on a couple of them yet. But once it's all tested, I'm going to go ahead and get it released, and it's for my fox pattern. Isn't he adorable? His little tail. Little amigurumi fox. So I have sent out a request to a couple people. He does he's a little flopsy one. If any of you are interested, I'm only looking for a couple. I don't really need a whole lot. Just, somebody to kind of proofread and make sure. As I was doing this, I corrected a couple of mistakes myself, but I try to write it out fairly simple and easy to understand and follow. So if anybody is interested, I need maybe 2 more, I think. I haven't decided yet. Really don't need that many. But there he is. So this pattern is going to be released hopefully within the next couple weeks. By March would be awesome. Oh fuck, little nose. I'm sure one of the kids is probably going to end up running away with this. Probably Grayson. Poor Nikolai doesn't have like any of his toys. Grayson has literally, at Halloween, somebody was giving out little stuffed bears. And Grayson now has his and Nikolai's. And the Christmas turtles that I made, Grayson has his and Nikolai's. And he tried to take, I think he's tried to take all of them. I know the one time he tried to take Bryce's. And another day he tried to take Abigail's. But so far, Nikolai lets him have it. So I guess if he's okay with it. Grayson sleeps with all of them every night. He has to have his 2 Halloween bears, the 2 Christmas turtles, his little puppy pal, I can't think what they're called, a little puppy thing that plays music, and Santa brought him a stuffed horse for Christmas, and he calls it Nay, and he has to have all of those things in bed with him, along with like 5 blankets. Off topic. Anyway, that's all the finished objects I have that I can share with you right now. So let's go ahead and jump into whips. Works in progress, Hodor. My bird's name is Hodor, in case you didn't know. Okay. I made a little note here because I think this is hilarious. Ellie from Skandir Knits just made a pair of Witch's Brew socks, like I did, from the Knit Picks, the Witch's Brew colorway. She legit even made them kind of like a shorty sock with black heel-toe cuff, like a 2x2 on top. What are the chances that her and I would make the exact same kind of pair of socks within a month of each other, if even? I am sock twinsies with Ellie from Skandir Knits, and she doesn't even know it. Granted, her colors line up and mine totally don't, and I'm pretty sure hers are very well made, where mine are very sketchily made because they're my first official pair of socks. But shh, that's not the important part that we're going with here. We're totally focusing on the fact that my feet will match Ellie from Skandir Knits, and she's like legend, especially in her color work. Oh my gosh, for real. Okay, so back on topic. Oops, sorry, bird. Works in progress. I've said that like 7 times now. I bet you want to see a couple. First, let's go with, what do I want to talk about first? My flax sweater, which is way down here. Pardon. Flax sweater. I'm a sparkly bag. Big. My giant sparkly bag. Okay. Holly from Yarn Journey Crochet. I keep wanting to say Yarn Joy because even she messed that one up now. Yarn Journey Crochet podcast, Holly. I was messaging her, and I told her she should totally make one with me because she asked if it was easy and whatever. I was like, yeah, you should totally just make one with me. It'll be fun. Do it. I need somebody else to do their first sweater with me. So on her last podcast, she's like, yeah, she's like, I'm totally making one too. So I'm really excited that Holly is joining me on my flax sweater voyage here. Now, dummy me, I totally forgot where I was the last time I showed you this. I don't think I was past the yoke yet. I can't remember if I had cast or put my sleeves on my scrap yarn or not, but I don't know if I can hold this back far enough to show you. I might have to take a picture and insert it if I can't. So there's the yoke where it started. Oh, I love how much it looks like a sweater. And then we go down and we put the sleeves on scrap yarn, and we took them off, and I did a color change. Look at that. Look at it goes down to here so far. So it's kind of rolled up. I'm trying to think how far this would be. Hold on. Let's test. It goes down like mid-waist. I've still got a lot of yarn, and I'm doing like 3/4 sleeves, so I might end up with a little yarn left over. Not sure what I'll do with it. Maybe toss it in some color work hat or something. But yep, we'll turn it this way so you can see the length. Got about, I guess it's probably not mid stomach, just when I'm sitting because I'm all slouched down. Maybe just above mid stomach. But that's how far I've gotten so far. And it's starting to look like a sweater. I'm excited. Somebody did suggest putting in a lifeline, and that's actually a really good idea. I never even thought about it. I probably should. I've made it this far, and I've only had to rip back a little bit since my initial cast on. Actually, I didn't even rip back. I just came upon a drop stitch and went through and kind of picked it up, because thankfully it's stocking that, so it's easy to pick that one up once you learn how. Until you learn how, it's absolutely terrifying, and you think your whole project is ruined and you never want to knit again. But once you learn how, it's not that bad. So, that's my first work in progress, which I'm very excited about. And I made a lot of progress on that from the last time. Not enough. I was hoping to have it done, because, my expectations of myself and my knitting/crochet time frame skills, I don't know why I think I'm so much faster than I am. I mean, I'm not super slow, but I really have this thought in my head that I can finish things in a day when it takes 3 days. I did do a little more work on my Hermione sock. I finished the ribbing with no further issues, and I've made about this much onto the pattern so far. I think 3 to 4 repeats. I think it's 3. This, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this will be done next podcast, because I want to wear them. They'll match my sweater. They got that, bless you, they got that mauve-y stripe to match my sweater. You know what I just realized is I have all this pink yarn back here for the giveaway, and it's probably just killing you guys that entered to figure out who won. And I was going to do it at the beginning of the podcast, and I totally forgot. So now you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to watch this whole dang thing, or fast forward, to find out if you won. Anyway, I was just looking at this. With the Hermione sock, I don't know how many of you do this. Do you guys write it all out and do little hashtags to mark off where you are? How do you do your patterns when you follow them for something that's kind of, a little charted work like that? I have, these are my pattern rows of what I need to do. And then for my repeats, I go through and I do a little hash mark for each one. Any Doctor Who fans, that probably scares the crap out of you, right? I don't blame you. Any non-Doctor Who fans are why would tally marks scare us? You just don't even know. So anyway, what do you do? Do you guys write out paper? I'm curious to how other people do this. This is my first time having to, follow a certain numbered chart like that. It seems to work well, at least for me. Oh goodness. Okay. So next work in progress is I did start Abigail's sock. For this, I'm using Nathan Taylor's The Sockmatician, the toe-up recipe. I did buy it a while ago, and I hadn't used it till just now, and it's just a vanilla sock. Luna, please stop. Just a vanilla sock, but after reading through the recipe and being able to formulate, anybody that doesn't have it, if you want to knit a sock, get it, because in all honesty, by this formula this recipe that he has made, you can knit any size sock for anybody out of any kind of yarn just by figuring out the formula for it, your stitch count, your yarn, your, the size you need to make it and things like that. I started it based on Abigail's counts, and she tried it on so far, and it fits her perfectly. So this is the color yarn that she had picked. It's a toe up sock pattern. I was going to do an afterthought heel, but I might just follow his pattern because I was hoping to make it all just one ball solid. Are you done? There's going to be feathers everywhere. He's cleaning himself. Yeah, I just want to make it solid, and I don't want to run out of yarn. So I am probably going to follow his pattern and try a backwards heel flap gusset kind of thing and see how that goes. But here's her sock so far, and she's very excited. I should probably put a little bit more work into it, but this is just marking, I think this is just marking the one side. I can't remember. Maybe I just put it on because it's pretty. Oh, actually, that's where my toe stops. I remember now. I remembered something. It's the first. But she's excited. She really wants to have those done. I did take and separate into 2 different balls and weighed them all out and everything. I think I got hers a little wrong. But I wrote down all the kids' measurements for their sock sizes and put them in there. And when I was measuring the older 3 for their socks, the twins kept coming over and giving me their foot to measure. So apparently they must want some too. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do have 2 more works in progress. I'll do this one first. So, second to last, I'm probably going to end up forgetting that's there. It's okay, it matches my cowl. I had some, just drop the camera. Okay, I had some leftover yarns from a couple different projects. I had some leftover yarn from a couple different projects that I used the mandala, Lion Brand mandala yarn for, and it's all the same weight. So what I did was I wound up 2 of them together, and then I had a third one. This is the unicorn, so it's got the pink and the purple color shoved in there. This one is part of the gnome colorway. It's got like a bright purple and green inside. And then this one, I want to say, is from leftover from Jeannie. So that normally has like a tealy blue with it. But I have some black and gray and stuff left from that. And I just kind of mix these ones all together. And then I have this one that I'm going to add on top. So it's going to go from this dark gray to almost like a black charcoal gray. And then it's going to go into the purple, into a brighter green color. I don't think there's anything after the green. I can't really remember. And I can't see it from in here. And then after that it's going to go to the gray, to like a purpley, and then to the pink. And it's going to be kind of like the spring bean cowl that I was doing, but it's much smaller in diameter because I really didn't have a whole lot to make that size. So it's going to be just a bit longer, just a nice cozy to your neck, one that'll fit under your coat kind of cowl. Nothing special. I'm just using up leftovers, and I kind of thought that those colors might look pretty cool together. So there's that. And then last current work in progress is I decided to make a mermaid with my pattern. I was kind of going over that pattern too, and I'm going over my owl pattern and probably my unicorn pattern too, but that one's fairly new. I'll probably just check them all. But as I was checking it, I like to make one as I go along to check them and double check the mistakes, because if I haven't done them in a while, I'll go through and just kind of follow my own pattern to see if it adds up properly. Because you know how when you make something yourself, or like when you write something yourself, you kind of just skip things? That's what I tend to do. So I try to go back after a while, reread it and remake it to see how it turns out. But so far it's turned out pretty good, which she looks hilarious without all her stuff on. But I've got her head done, her body, and I started her tail, and this is kind of, it's not showing up quite as bright as it really is. Let me see. It's real teal, Real Teal by Red Heart. It's a lot brighter in real life. I'm not sure about the lighting out here. It's kind of funky. So I've made it this far on her tail so far. And then it comes out and she's got flippers. And obviously she'll have arms. This is the colorway I've chosen for her hair. This is Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable in the color Stained Glass, I believe. So I've already made, she gets a hair cap. And I gave her a little shell bra. I think it's green, but I'm not sure I put it. And then I'll attach these on and style her hair and everything. Give her a little face. It's literally not going to look like that, I promise you. But you can understand where I'm going with the color theme here. So I'm pretty excited about her. So that's my last work in progress. Just, like I said, working on that pattern, revamping that one. Next, you'll probably end up seeing a couple different sizes of my owl pattern. I might redo the unicorn one too, just to double check it. It's been a while. So that is all the whips I've got going on right now. I guess we're up to the on deck section for what's up next. Bird, you know what? You are absolutely perfect for this next section. Come here, bird. Come here. Come here, Hodor. Up. Come here. Yes, I'll pet you. Come here. Come here. So, I got my papers again. So Hodor's going to co-host for a minute because this is hilariously perfect. Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet is releasing her first pattern. It's a shawl pattern, which is very exciting. And I did receive the test pattern for it today to do a test crochet for her. Actually, I may have got it yesterday. I think I got it yesterday. I was hoping to have it started today, but today was crazy. Today I went to my friend Crystal's and we did a photo shoot. We did a couple different pictures with her. I got some done for my fox to put with the pattern for that. And I had to get a profile picture done to send into the magazine. I took the twins with me and it was so snowy today. Oh my gosh. I probably shouldn't have gone. I probably should have canceled and just like found a way to take the pictures myself, which they wouldn't have turned out as good. But we almost went off the road. Like, I'm from Michigan. I'm used to driving in snow, and we still almost slid off the road. It's bad out there. So, anyway, tangent. Where was I going with that? I didn't have time to start test crocheting like I wanted to. Anyway, Hannah's pattern is named the Treasure Island Shawl. And I believe it's because she lives quite close to there. Please don't do that. So, it makes me laugh because the only reason it makes me laugh so hard that he's here, Parrot, he's an African gray parrot in case you didn't know. For the test, I've picked a yarn. I guess now I have. I originally was down to 2 yarns and I was going to ask your opinion on which ones I should use. I was thinking either my hand-dyed yarn, because I say this, hopefully it's getting close to spring and I would want something kind of lightweight and spring looking, but it's not. It's still flipping. We probably have a good foot of snow built up out there. I literally had to shovel through a 2-foot snowdrift the other day. And I just realized I didn't have the kids shovel the driveway. I might have to go do that. Crap. Anyway, I was choosing between this one, which is now not going to be the one, because Treasure Island, Parrot, I was thinking this one because it's piratey colors. It's like the Jolly Roger, right? What do you think, Hodor? Do you approve? Beep. Beep, beep. So I'm pretty sure we're going to go with this one, Hannah. This is going to be my pirate version of your Treasure Island shawl. Because I have a parrot and I'm piratey. You got tattoos and like booty. I'm so taking that out. We're taking that out. I like treasure. Yeah, anyway. So I think I'm going to use this one. I'm totally not even going to try and read that. This one. I want to say it's a nylon and virgin wool blend. So I'll be making this one, and you will definitely be seeing this probably all over Instagram fairly soon. I might start it tonight. I might work on the mermaid or some socks or a sweater. I don't have a clue. But you'll be seeing this one fairly soon all over Instagram, and I'll definitely have it to show on my next podcast, which is exciting. Other than that, I want to do, okay, you're going to have to go back. Other than that, I do want to start Leo and Bryce's socks. I got their sock balls all divided in half and ready to go. As soon as I finish Abby's, I'll get them going. And then February is Knit a Hat for the Opposite Gender month for the Wool Needles Hands podcast, the Your Hats Cal. So I'm hoping this month, what I'm going to do is make that anchor hat so I can test out some color work and get used to that, because there's a pair of mittens I found. They're amazing. I'll have to show them to you. Maybe I'll insert a picture here. How great would those be with my Pirate Treasure Island shawl? For seriously. But yeah, I want to do those someday. I love them. I love them so much. So I want to get used to doing color work. So I might start with that anchor hat that way you talked about. I might make that for Leo, for my opposite gender. Josh did ask me, he actually asked me to make him a hat. I was kind of surprised. But he's going to get all difficult on me. He wants me to knit him a camouflaged ski mask style, which there's tons of patterns out there for. However, they all kind of just come here, or they come here to, like, you know, they leave the mouth open and the face. He wants one that has a cutout for the nose and then goes around his mouth too. What? There's no such pattern. I would have to make it. I just started knitting. I don't think I can do that yet. He might just get a plain hat at some point. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find hand-dyed camel yarn. I wonder if anybody makes that. I'm sure somebody does. You're not jumping over here, so chill out. So that's all I've got coming up. I say that's all. Like, I got a whole list of stuff that I'm working on and I'm going to be working on. Hopefully, the goal is to have a whole crap ton to show you next podcast. That would be amazing. There's a hair on my eyeball. Calm down. I might have to start recording in the bedroom. We won't have my cool background, but we won't have interruptions and bad lighting. And I'm sure the acoustics are terrible. So, before we get into the chit chat, I will go ahead and talk about the giveaways. The last one we did was Brenda. Congratulations again, Brenda. I did send out your package a bit ago. I lost the receipt that had the tracking number on it. I think one of the twins was playing in the purse or coloring on it. I really don't even know. Who knows? I got 5 kids. Things disappear, okay? I'm sorry. Hopefully you received it, because I can't track it to make sure you got it. So just, if you could, just give me a quick message on Ravelry or somewhere and let me know that you got it. I'd really appreciate it. Just want to make sure it got to you. So for our Think Pink giveaway is the 3 balls of the Premier Cotton Yarns and the 2 balls of the Pink Sparkly Mohair Blend. I want to say, what did we say it was? 72% mohair, 13% wool, 9% nylon, 6% lurex, which I believe is the sparkles. Look how sparkly this is for, oh my goodness. And you know what? This is just in time for Valentine's Day. You should get this by Valentine's Day. So not only is it a Think Pink giveaway, it's like a little Valentine's Day present. My bird. Hodor, what are you doing? Valentine's Day present. You want an extra one? I'll ship you a bird. Get over here. Your tail feathers are all messed up. What are you doing? You're being all crazy and you're going to hurt yourself. Come here. Get down. I don't want you getting that fibers in your mouth. So, if the bird will stop interrupting us, you're going to get put back to your cage. He needs his head pets. He's such a baby. You're such a baby. So, the winner of the Think Pink giveaway for our, I think it was like 100, we did a 100 subscriber giveaway. You guys, we're almost at 400. How exciting is that? So excited. We're so excited, says Hodor. Can you say something? No, don't do that. I don't want your food. Can you make a noise? Can you say hello? He really does talk. He just gets camera shy. Are you camera shy? Or he'll try to eat my phone. I'm sorry. The winner. God, this is awful. The suspense. Should I just keep dragging it out? I won't do that. The winner from the Think Pink giveaway in the comments in Ravelry, which has now been locked, is number 13. Who is CrochetDarlin. Your first name is only listed as A, so I have no idea what your name is. But CrochetDarlin from Alabama, you have won the Think Pink giveaway, so congratulations. If you could shoot me a message in Ravelry and just send me your name and your address, I will go ahead and get the prize sent out to you, and hopefully we can get it to you before Valentine's Day, so you can have a special little Think Pink Valentine's Day present in the mailbox for you. So from there, I guess let's just hop into chit chat real quick before I gotta skedaddle, and because Josh walking in the door will just like, the door is literally, I can see it from here, and he comes in and stomps around in his big old man shoes. I'd already talked about the photo shoot we did today. What else we got going on? Oh my gosh. So Monday, the kids didn't have school Monday, snow day, and halfway through the day, once the roads were all cleared off, I got all the kids, I said, we gotta go. Stay there then. I had to go to town, which is like a 40-minute drive. I had to go. I had to get a couple things. I needed one thing from Joann Fabrics to do for my submission for the Pattern Pack Pro project I was doing. It's like a tongue twister. But I needed one thing. I had to make a 40-minute drive with 5 kids to go get one thing. But it was just one thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just hop in the car. We'll go get it. Maybe we'll stop at the grocery store next door because I needed butter because I promised them mac and cheese for dinner. So make it to town. We go in. The kids are well behaved. I get my one thing. I actually bought 2 just to be safe because I'm sure I'm going to need some more of it later. But bought it. We got out. Went over to the grocery store. I bought the butter I needed, and I bought a can of Pringles for them to all snack on in the car. And we, I want to say we're probably about 15, 20 minutes from home. And the car dies. What? I had no idea why my car died. Everything was fine. Like, it just like slowly went kind of thing, and I pulled off to the side of the road, and I'm like, it's frigid temperatures out. My car is dead on the side of the road, and Josh is at work, and he can't have his phone at work, so I couldn't even call him and have him come rescue me. Now, where my car died at was really close to my daddy's house. And him and my sister are actually neighbors. So I called my daddy, who thankfully was home and not up north. And I'm all upset. I got 5 kids in the car. It's absolutely freezing. It's dinner time. I was planning on going home and making them dinner really quick so we could all, finish homework and get ready for bed and whatever else we had to do. I don't even know. So, long story short, no, not even. Call my dad in tears, get off the phone with my dad, and here comes this state trooper. Pulls up behind me, comes to my window. Are you okay? Did you get in an accident? I'm like crying. I'm like, it's fine. My car just died and I don't know what's wrong and it's cold and my kids are in the car and they're hungry and they're tired and my daddy's gonna come and save me. And he thought it was pathetic, I guess. I don't know. I guess he felt bad for me. He went and got the kids all stickers and tattoos, and he brought me a tattoo as well. Whatever. I guess it made me laugh. I guess that's what he was trying to do. I don't know. But anyway, my dad and my sister came out. Excuse you. I was thinking about it before he called me back to double check where I was. And a while back, like, oh my gosh, months ago, can't even remember how long ago, my gas gauge had stuck. And my car did pretty much the exact same thing. Thankfully, I was really close to home that happened last time. I had ran out of gas because my gas gauge stuck. I didn't know. I double check my gas every time I get in the car. I still had a quarter tank. I didn't. It was stuck at a quarter tank. I ran out of gas, you guys. How awful is that? And then while I was waiting for my dad to get there and we refueled the car and everything, he said, go ahead and start up your car. Well, it wouldn't even turn over because while I was sitting there trying to reheat the car with a little bit of residual heat and keep the seat warmers on and the music going for a couple minutes, I did turn it off after like 5 minutes going, I probably shouldn't leave this on it. It'll kill the battery. I had my 4-ways going the whole time. My battery died because it was cold and I was using the battery. So then not only did we have to put gas in the car, we also had to jump it. So we let it run for a minute, got to my dad's house. Thankfully, my dad's amazing. He let us all go there, warm up. They made me coffee. They made all the kids chicken nuggets and french fries. So we had a late night. It was supposed to only take like 2 hours to get there by what we need and get home, have dinner, get everybody in bed at normal time. It took us 6 hours. 6 hours to go to Bay City, to get what we needed, to come home, to go through the excursion. I'm making all this noise because I'm frustrated. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that. That's probably obnoxious. So yeah, we made it home. Car works just fine. I don't know if the gas gauge is going to keep sticking, so I'm probably just going to keep it about half just to be safe. So that was my Monday. I hope yours was better than that. 2 more things I want to talk about. One is crochet related, crochet knit related. One is not. I have talked to my mom. I'm not sure if I'm going to get anybody to babysit. I'm not sure what kids I'll have. I might just take the twins if I only have them. If not, I might get a babysitter. But my mom and I are going to the Fiber Festival in Ann Arbor. And I'm really excited. It's in April. I think it's like the 14th and 15th. We'll probably go on the Saturday. But I'm really super excited to go. It's going to be so much fun. My first official Fiber Festival. I'm going to put this down so I stop playing with it because it's probably really annoying. So I'll be there. I know that Tiffany from A Wool and Homestead is going too. So it'll be exciting to meet up with her and say hi. If any of you guys are going, if any of you are from Michigan and you see me, I would love to meet you. It'd be awesome. It'd be so cool to see you. Last thing to talk about today, totally not crochet or knit related, but life thing I'm really excited about is next Wednesday, on Valentine's Day actually. Josh has to work, so it's okay. My friend Sammy bought us tickets to go to a concert. It's in Grand Rapids. It's like almost 3 hours away, so it's going to suck to drive there and back and get the kids off to school the next morning. But it's for Sleeping with Sirens and Set It Off. If any of you actually know who they are, maybe you'll find that exciting as I do. She not only bought us tickets, she also got the VIP upgrades. So we get to go do a meet and greet with Set It Off and a private acoustic set and signed posters, and I think there's like a game you play with them. I'm not sure. I've never done any sort of VIP thing with bands, so I'm really excited. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. So hopefully I will have a ton of pictures and videos. I'm sure I'll post stuff on Instagram and Facebook and whatever, but I'll go into detail and have some fun tidbits to share with you on the next podcast about that too. So that should be fun. But other than that, I think we're all done today. Yeah, I think that's it. That went by pretty fast. Even with the bird attacking me a couple times in the middle of recording. My dog's snoring. I wish I could show you guys the other thing soon. I'll show it to you soon. I'm just so excited. I turned it in and I got a reply back from her this evening, stating that she was excited that I got it all in. She loves it. It looks great. She has, I don't want to give too much away. She basically says she has a lot of family members that would enjoy this pattern, and she's going to start crocheting it right away herself. So that's pretty exciting, right? That's good stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I'm thinking about maybe, I shouldn't say maybe, I am going to be designing some more stuff. I'm not sure what. I want to do a shawl, maybe a hat. Definitely some more amigurumi, because I understand that. My brain works in amigurumi. It doesn't work necessarily with clothing and things like that, but my brain works in amigurumi, so I'll probably design some more of that. We'll see where it goes. But that's all I got for now. And I'm going to go put the bird to bed and clean up my mess that I just made throwing things all around the floor. We'll see you guys next time. Broke my mug. Look at it. It's one of my favorites. It's got little owls on it. Kids. Bird, don't fight with me. I'm not taking you to the cage. I'm putting you back up here. There you go. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Hooked on Owls podcast. Hodor, could you just not? Nope, that's not it. Oh, totally forgot that was still in my hair.